Hello, and welcome back. I'm your host, John Nash, co founder of MetaPRN. It's a pleasure to have you here again today. Today, we're going to talk about something critical to every business: how to promote professional development, but not only to attract, more importantly, is to retain top talent. In a world where turnover is costly and the workforce is evolving, investing in your people is no longer optional. Let's dive in and explore how you can create a thriving, growth focused environment that keeps your best employees engaged. Attracting top talent and retaining top talent are often treated as one and the same, but in reality, they are vastly different challenges. Attracting talent is about making your organization stand out. It's about offering competitive salaries, it's offering perks, and creating a visible brand that draws in skilled professionals. But once they're in the door, then the question becomes, how do I keep them? This is where retention comes into play. While money can attract talent, growth opportunities and a sense of purpose are what retain them. As leaders, we have to shift from simply offering compensation packages to offering career development pathways that make employees want to stay and grow with us. Turnover is expensive, as I'm sure we all know. Studies have shown that losing an employee can cost an organization up to 33% of that employee's salary. But the financial hit doesn't stop there. With every departure, we lose institutional knowledge, we lose relationships, and we lose expertise that can take years to rebuild. The ripple effect on morale, that can be devastating too. When employees see their peers leaving, it can lead to lower engagement and lower productivity. That's why retention is not just a nice to have, it's a must have for every business. High retention leads to stability, it leads to stronger teams and long term success. One of the most powerful tools we have to retain top talent is professional development. In today's workforce, employees want more than just a paycheck. They want to feel like they're growing and like they're progressing. Providing continuous learning and development opportunities boosts job satisfaction, it enhances engagement, and fosters a commitment to stay with your company long term. When employees feel that they're growing alongside the organization, their sense of loyalty, their sense of fulfillment, it increases exponentially. In a rapid and evolving industry like healthcare, ongoing development ensures that your team stays competitive, upskilled, and ready for the challenges ahead. Now, of course, all this starts to make sense, but let's make it get a little bit more practical here. Let's talk about some of your effective strategies. What are some of your effective strategies, and how do you promote professional development within your organization? Some of the things that I've applied, one of the first things that I've done was structured training programs. Structured training programs and workshops can offer immediate skill building to your organization. I've also done mentorships and coachings. When you pair seasoned professionals with newer talent, this can provide invaluable, personalized guidance for that new employee. What about support? Do you offer support for certifications or higher education? If you do, this demonstrates that you're investing in your employees' long term growth. What about career path mapping? This one's critical. When you do this, it'll help employees see where they can go within your company and how to get there. When people can envision their future in your organization, they're far less likely to seek help elsewhere. One critical mistake many organizations make is adopting a one size fits all approach to development. People are different. They have different strengths, different weaknesses, and different career aspirations. Personalized growth plans ensure that each employee is on a path that makes sense for them and for the business. These plans should include measurable goals, and they should be revisited regularly. When an employee feels that their personal growth aligns with the overall goals of the company, it not only helps them grow, but it also helps the company succeed. This alignment creates a mutually beneficial relationship that fosters long term commitment. Building a culture of growth goes beyond offering developmental programs. It requires actively fostering an environment where growth is embedded into the company's DNA. This means encouraging feedback from all levels of the organization. It means celebrating learning and innovation. And it also means publicly recognizing those who achieve developmental milestones. When professional growth is woven into the company culture, employees are not only motivated, but they're also inspired to continually improve. This leads to a high level of engagement, a high level of loyalty, and ultimately a high level of performance. Investing in professional development is not just a strategic approach to reducing turnover, it's a must. When you give employees the tools to control their careers, whether through upskilling, mentoring, or leadership opportunities, they become more empowered and more engaged. This empowerment fosters a strong sense of belonging and purpose. Employees who feel valued, like their contributions are important, they're far more likely to stay long term. They build lasting loyalty to your organization, and by investing in their growth, you're also investing in your own success. To get a good gauge on whether your professional development initiatives are effective or not, you'll need to define and measure success. Some of the key metrics include increased employee engagement scores, higher retention rates, and the number of promotions or internal hires. You should also track the number of employees who are gaining certifications, completing advanced education, or learning new skills. These metrics not only indicate the success of your development program, but also highlights the growing value within your workforce. A culture of development translates into a stronger, more capable organization, ultimately impacting your bottom line. I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm sure many of you are already implementing your developmental programs within your organization, but if not, I want to encourage you to do so as soon as possible. It's never too early to develop a growth plan, a growth program for you and for your team. It's never too early to foster an atmosphere of communication and feedback. It's never too early to measure the success of these. Because remember, ultimately, what gets measured, that's what gets done. Again, I'm John Nash, co founder of MetaPRN, and I want to thank you for tuning in today. Keep building and perfecting your team through professional development. Thank you.